All right.
Hey yo, we're back. It's Tony. I'm on Adderall today for the first time in like 6 months. So
Why are you on Adderall?
just had a lot of work I had to get done today. So I decided maybe it was time to freaking lock in. But welcome back, everyone. Powerball Junior. I believe we have two losers and a winner on this week. I'm the winner 2 weeks in a row. So
Took
it's
a week
been
off,
great.
guys. Took a week off to refocus, talk to
Braden
the
is
crowd.
back.
We're back. We're back. I can show my face again. I think it was three losses in a row, so I needed a week off, but we're back.
Yeah, I think that works sometimes. And the one thing I don't think we have on this podcast is like a podcast curse. So that's good.
Sure.
We've had some success, and William stepped up to the plate last week, put on an all-time performance on the podcast as well. So
Braden, Braden, did you listen last week?
I haven't had the chance to, no.
Oh my good. It was good. William, was it fantastic? You should definitely go back and give it a listen.
All right, I will. I
yeah,
will.
William was awesome. But we have another great show for the fellas this week. We appreciate all the support, all the watching, all the activists in the group chat. We're back.
Group chat
Um,
group chat's been great this year.
it has been. We've gotten like 3 comments from Mike too, so that is awesome.
That's
Next
huge.
is getting him to listen to this, but
Nice.
uh, Nick put a note in at the start on his little spreadsheet that everyone happy to announce through 6 weeks that no one is out of contention of the playoffs yet.
Don't
Paul,
give
it's your
up.
best year yet, Paul.
No,
Um,
nobody give up yet. It's we still got a lot of season left. I think we're like a third of the way done, so you can
yeah,
still make the playoffs.
where everyone, outside of Justin, it's pretty even field, and we got a good show. Like I said, we have a great guest this week. That I think we already announced in the group chat, but I'll pass it over to you guys if you have anything else, and then Nick, start us off with some of your nerd nuggets.
I'll just say being 2-3, it just feels like there's no hope. It's terrible. I'm like one game back from like pretty much everyone in the league. And 2-3 feels like an insurmountable uh thing to overcome. But Braden, do you have anything before I jump into some random nerd nuggets?
Mm, no, I think maybe one thing that I wanted to talk to Nick about is do you feel remorse at all for trying to use your commissioner powers to benefit your team on
Hmm.
with the Rico Dowdle
Well,
situation?
Great
Braden,
question, Braden.
I think that'd be a great thing to bring up in the rule change segment that we have coming up
That
in
brings us to our first segment then. All right,
Actually,
I guess
hold
you
on.
have.
I got a couple of things. Nerd nuggets first.
All right, sorry.
So, real quick, last week was the highest league median of the season, 135.15. Great work. We're trending upwards. And while William filled in great on the pod last week, I'd like to point out that he now has three of the four lowest weekly scores since the beginning of last year, and two of those have come in the last 3 weeks. So, William, I keep it 100 a buck with you. You still ass. Um, Justin, who coincidentally has the lowest score since the beginning of last season, I think we mentioned that a couple weeks ago, did crack the top 10 this week. So great work, Justin. Um, Now we can jump in to the rule change segment. So,
Yeah, let's do this somewhat quick because no one
sure,
really cares. And you
sure, real
guys
quick.
should see, I'll put a screenshot of the fucking, it looks like the Constitution on here. It's
This is the
insane.
Constitution. So I evoked Article 5, Section 7 of the Powerball Junior Constitution, which reads no significant changes, i.e., alterations of scoring system, draft formats, roster sizes, may be made during the regular season unless in the event of a clear and urgent issue that undermines the integrity of the competition. Any such changes would require a supermajority vote of at least 75% or 9 out of 12 approval. So I made the appeal to move to a rolling waiver period, which will push waivers to run each day after the initial Thursday morning. This allows dropped players to clear waivers prior to Sunday and eliminate the potential for a team to add and drop multiple players to prevent another team from making an ad. This is where the undermining the integrity of the competition might come into play. I'd like to say before we get into the controversy of this weekend that the vote has passed with 9 yeas, 2 abstentions. I bet you can guess that was Mike.
Paul.
Carter. I talked to Paul in person as well as Dave. And one day, of course, from AJ. So, Brayden, your question.
That was a whole lot of.
My question is this, you read off something legalese and some crap. It says I don't even know. But it's you used your commissioner powers and mumbo jumbo to try to benefit yourself, and I didn't like it. It made me feel um undermined. And I feel like we might need to call for a vote to change the commissioner. I don't know. Do we need nine
I,
out of 12 votes for
all
that?
right. I hear you. But would you have not put in a claim for Rico Dowdle had he been out there? Anthony, would you have not? Would anyone of us not have
Well,
put in a claim, gotten to
It
put in a
wouldn't.
claim for a running back?
It wouldn't start in my team, so no.
yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
great.
honestly, like, no, I'm not putting in a claim for Rico Dowdle.
That's great. But all I'm saying is, and we have Dave has just joined the chat. All I'm saying is William was the one that brought it up first. I looked into it. Yes, there was a situation the very next day that directly related to me, which pushed me to evoke this Article 5, Section 7. But any of you could have done that.
My
And it
next
is a rule that,
question.
frankly, we needed changed.
If Rico Dowdle was not on
Hi,
waivers, would
Dave.
you have pushed to move that?
Absolutely not. And I have no shame in that. But I did it legally through the Constitution and I got the votes needed. It was worth
Just
a
one
shot.
week late, buddy.
It was
Dave.
worth a shot. And you better be damn sure I'm getting Rico Dowdle tonight.
All right. We'll move on from that. Are we good on that?
Okay.
Okay. Dave, welcome to the show, man.
Guys,
That's it? Really? You fucking kidding me? We put you on the #1 podcast on the Powerball Junior, and I get a fucking "What's up, guys?" after showing up 9 minutes late.
What
I
is
was
that's
told
the,
to show up at 10 after. I'm 1 minute early.
That's the Justin Symes. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Today we're gonna get thrown out of a Publix.
Wow. No Cubs go.
All right.
Go. We're 3 outs away, everyone. Next
Anthony.
segment. One of my personal favorites. I brought it up last week, and I wanted to bring it back this year. The panic button. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, Nick, it looks like you're the only one that really prepared for this. So, why don't you start with the first panic button? If you guys don't remember what it was, it's typically a player or a team in the league that maybe we're about to hit the panic button. It might be time. It might be time. Nick, take it away.
So I'll have my little blurb, and then I think the quickest way to do this is you guys just agree or disagree. You don't have to necessarily give like a point, a counterpoint. So I went with players. I picked a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end. My running back, to Anthony's detriment, that I think we need to hit the panic button on, Travion Henderson.
Disagree, faggot. Sorry.
Okay. Vrabel just doesn't like him. He doesn't want him involved. I think he said, I saw a clip last week that said, we got to get him going in the return game.
He only played 58% of the snaps.
I'm going to give him one more week. Put this down, one more week with no Antonio Gibson who tore his ACL. If he still isn't involved, I would be concerned. Braden, agree or disagree?
I agree. If you couldn't beat out Antonio Gibson when he had 2 ACLs,
He doesn't
he's
have
not
to.
that good. I know, but he couldn't. It's like,
I mean,
oh, great, Antonio Gibson's gone. Now my guy can be good. That means your guy's not that good.
I'd like to make the argument that Derrick Henry is rookie year on Vrabel. It took him about 2 years to be the guy. So,
All right, well, maybe in 2 years he'll be there.
But he was behind DeMarco Murray. So anyway.
Some people are saying that equivalent is.
In
All right,
2 years.
my wide receiver is AJ Brown. He's had under 10 points in 4 out of 5 games, and it just looks like he's straight up given up. He's had 35 targets in the last 4 games with only 186 yards. You do the math on that, it's really not good. Agree? Disagree?
I would agree.
I disagree. He does this. He's gonna be a baby for, a little bit, and then he'll rip off 10 straight 100-yard games. He'll do it.
Yeah, I disagree. I think he will have his weeks where he has 8 catches for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, but I don't think there'll be a point this year the way that their offense is built where he is a consistently wide receiver 1.
All right, moving on. My tight end pick, sorry, Ben, it is Trey McBride. He is, I just got shushed by Georgia because the baby's sleeping. He is tight end four,
What
but
the fuck?
he's only averaging 12.5 points per game, and he still doesn't score touchdowns. I think where Ben drafted him in either the second or third round, he's just not going to provide that positional advantage that he needs. I think we might need to hit the panic button on Trey McBride, and that offense doesn't look like it's getting better.
Did did a woman just shush me on my podcast?
No, she's just me on my podcast.
Which is this is my podcast, so I was shushed.
Yeah,
You tell Georgia I'll come down there.
you'd like to see you try.
Your ass.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm
Panic
not going to give you three players. I'm going to give two quick things. My first panic button is just the Steelers running backs. It's been 6 weeks. They had a bye. I haven't seen one running back out of the three that are all ass kind of step up and do anything better than the next. And they, for whatever reason, it's been like 3 years, cannot establish the run. So I think it's going to be a committee all year, and I think that they just can't run the football. Nick, you have a remark?
No, I'll let Dad respond to that since he's got Jalen Warren.
Well, Jalen Warren's been hurt, right? And Gainwell's done really well. So I think they're going to be a split committee going forward, which terrifies the shit out of me. But
Hence the panic.
panic button.
Okay.
I'm a little panicked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Who would
You
like
look
to trade
panicked.
for Jalen Warren? Anyone?
Okay.
I
And then okay. Well, yes, Nick.
No, that's it. I just disagree.
Braden.
I disagree. I think Jalen Warren's good. Kenny Gainwell had one good game, but I think Jalen Warren's the guy there.
And then Braden, your panic button.
Oh, mine is a good one, and nobody's gonna see this coming. It's Bucky Irving. That guy's done. He's done for. And this is not just because William wouldn't trade him to me, but it mostly is that. But also Rashad White looks good.
Yeah, he does.
And so Bucky Irving, I think he's fine, but I do think that when he comes back, they're just gonna split him a little bit. And when you pick somebody in the second round, um, to then be like a starter, kind of like you're not really happy about that. So panic on him. And then my actual one, which happens to also be on Williams' team, is Lad McConkey. He just isn't good. I think they brought Keenan Allen back, and he has a connection with Justin Herbert, and he gets all of the slot targets. I don't think Lad's. I think he scored one touchdown. I think he scored last week, but outside of that, he's been really bad. Um, so yeah, panicked about Lad McConkey. Williams' team sucks.
Okay. Uh, uh,
Dad, you got your two real quick.
I do. I've got two. They're both quarterbacks. I did some statistical analysis on this, just so you know.
yeah, that's Nick's
My
son.
dad.
The first one is Kyler Murray. Okay. Kyler Murray, 19th ranked quarterback. He was drafted the number 6 quarterback. He has 6 touchdowns in 5 weeks, and he has 3 interceptions and 1 fumble. So very disappointing so far. Don't think you're getting that. You could have used the Anthony Jones, I'm taking a quarterback in the 10th round, and been better than you have right now. So that's my first guy.
I agree. We've trashed Kyler Murray pretty much every week on this podcast.
I agree. I wouldn't hit the panic button on him, but now I am because the only relevant thing he does to get you fantasy points is run around like a little midget, and he hurt his ankle. So that might be a big problem for the future.
Okay. Second guy, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, quarterback,
I
4,
can't agree with
drafted in
this.
the 3rd round. He has 4 touchdowns in 3 games.
He's played.
And currently he is not averaging more than 16 points a game, which is very low.
Okay, so I see where you're coming from, and I see the aspect. I do think that he had one good season. He was getting drafted really high. I see that part of it. Not
And he's missing
necessarily.
McCoy.
I think it was a bad pick. Not necessarily panicked about him. I see what you're coming from.
I think with McLaurin back, he might be better, but we'll have to see.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's jump into the recap.
We're gonna do Dave versus Ben. And Dad, I'm gonna do this one, but then I'm gonna give you 10, 15 seconds to talk. But pull up this game. Sorry, unprepared.
You could have read my notes.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I like the notes.
I got vibes. So Dave won. We trashed on Dad's team last week on the podcast. Pretty good. He is surprisingly the second best record, I believe, in the league at 4-1. It's definitely not the best team on paper, but it has guys that do get points. Ben's kind of a mess. Both teams had good weeks, 146 to 136. You'll win most of the time with those numbers. I think that's both above the league average. Ben had a big week from Jamar Chase. But at the end of the day, Dad just had guys like Michael Carter and Justin Fields put up good. Dad just had everyone had a good week except his defense. And his kicker had 22, which was the difference in this game. Dad, you got anything to say?
No, I mean, yeah, you guys have been trashing me for weeks and weeks about my team. Yes, Burrow, Higgins combination, that's killing me, right? I'll figure that out. We'll move forward. I'm going to compare my team to that legendary flag football squad that I had, right? No one played flag football. No one played high school football except for one person. Yet we dominated and went 33-1 just because of good coaching, good defense, and just a bunch of tryhards. And that's what my team is. My team is only going to get better the rest of the season. You better have gotten me before like Carter did because you're not going to get me the rest of the season.
All right, Dan Hurley. You better get your licks in now. You better get us now. Okay. I will say we trashed on you, and that was deserving. But let's just remember that one of the players on your flag football team is currently in the NFL.
Yeah, one who did not play a offensive position. He played nose guard and center. Okay, so I think that speaks for itself.
Still in the NFL.
Skilled position.
Still a winner. Okay, Justin versus Carter, Nick.
This was our matchup of the week. Justin just continues his absolute tear. He won this one by 37 points, 170.55 to 133.8. Like Anthony, like you said about the last matchup, 133.8, right up close to that league median. So Carter put up a respectable amount of points, but I think it was the seventh highest, but it was just still nowhere near Justin. As William put it last week, this was just belt to ass. It's just what Justin does these days, apparently. Digging into their teams, Justin only scored. Oh my goodness, what's happening? My notes. Justin only scored 3 points combined from his defense as his kicker, and his kicker ended up on the IR. And it is tough to put up like a really above average week without at least 20 combined points from those two. But he didn't need them. So very impressive. 39 from Dak, 31 from Agabuka, as Gronk would say. 24 from Puka, Waddle, and Ferguson each. And then, Justin's team just keeps getting better. Carter had his normal guys show up, Jonathan Taylor, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, but it just wasn't enough. And even if Carter had gotten 32 points from Rico Dowdle, it still wouldn't have been enough, which that was really stupid that you dropped from Carter. That's it.
All right. To the next, I don't have much to say about that one. Justin keeps winning. His team is good, obviously. I just don't think he's that much better than anyone else. I just think he keeps winning. But I don't know.
He's been a top half scorer every single week of the season.
Seemed good.
That's what I'm saying. It's not bad, but there's been teams in the past, whether it's others, mine, that I'm like, he's okay. Once Mike Evans comes back, Puka's always going to be good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not going to get better. Puka, I think, comes back to earth at some point, unless he does the thing with he had Cooper Kupp, and Justin won the championship because Cooper Kupp literally didn't have a bad week the entire year. Maybe that happens, but at some point, usually players do come back to earth a little bit.
This was Puka's bad week. It's like 18.
Okay. Well, next matchup: Nick versus Mike. Braden.
Oh yeah, this was a good one.
Go Cubs! Go Cubs! Win.
Let's go Cubs. Um, yeah, this one, I mean, not really high powered from any players except for on Mike's team, you had Kyron who got 31. Nick did have Bill get 27. Outside of that, oh, and JSN also got 27. Outside of that, I mean, you're like single digits pretty much all the way down. Um, the big thing I think for Nick is trying to figure out those running backs, and I really want to know why you didn't start Jordan Mason, why you did start Xavier Scott. I've been giving you crap about it all week. I didn't get that one. You want to explain yourself there?
Um, so one of the downsides of having all this time on my hands is I have time to drastically overthink things. And so I think I texted Alexi like 3 a.m. last night because he actually texted me asking the same thing. I was thinking Brown's running defense had let up like 2 yards a carry to like every other running back that was way better than Jordan Mason. And Xavier Scott, I think I was calling him Ziggy Smith all week. I literally didn't even know the guy's name.
Ziggy
He
Smith
caught
is
like
a
six
linebacker.
passes. Hmm?
Ziggy Smith is a linebacker for the
Oh, no
Vikings.
way.
Mhm.
Nice. Well, he caught a bunch of passes last week, so I thought like, they're gonna be not able to run the ball. He'll get some dump offs. Well, he caught 0 passes. So that was dumb. I should have just started literally nobody. But here's what I have to say, because I've been thinking long and hard about coping with this loss. If I had started Jordan Mason, I still would have lost by 3.
I saw
But
Dad's face there. That was good.
but I saw a video of Will Reichard missing a field goal. It was a 50-yarder, and it hit the sky cam in London, and they didn't call it. And it definitely would have gone in. So all I'm saying is if I had started Jordan Mason and I then had saw that video, I would have been way more upset.
This is the most loser talk I've ever heard.
Yeah. So rest assured, Jordan Mason will be in my lineup all the rest of the weeks, except for this one because he's on bye.
Um, I just want to say that Nick, this season's over.
Dude, I'm missing my first and second round pick. My team is good.
I didn't.
Outside. It's like I don't know what you want
Did
me to
I
do.
say that you suck at
You
fantasy
said it's
football?
over.
Or did I say it's over? What did I say?
I'm 2-3.
Your team
City's
is
coming back
your team.
next week.
Nick, I read stuff and research stuff and do things for the NFL and watch football like it is literally my religion. And I have never heard of Xavier Scott in my entire fucking life. Like, that's when you know it's bad. I was like, I still don't know who that is. That never happens. Your team sucks. It's a championship slump. That brings me to this real quick, a little sidebar. You won the championship last year. I won the Power Bowl. And for the first time in my entire life, and it took everything out of me. I texted Paul and I said, because our fantasy team in Power Bowl is bad. We lost Malik Neighbors. Like,
It's really
everyone's hurt. We're bad. We're 1-4. I said, Paul, I cannot believe I'm saying this. This shit's over. I have no idea how to fix this. This is unfixable. It's bad. Like, this might just not be our year. And then I took an Adderall today, and I was like, fuck it. I'm Anthony Jones. I will write this shit. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Your team is bad, and it's over. All right. Braden versus Connor. This one's me. Braden, I was wrong at the start of the podcast. I thought you lost. So 2 winners and a loser. I apologize for that.
Oh, I thought you were giving me props that I won.
No, well, I won too.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was
So
wrong.
Nick-
But shout out Braden for winning. I picked this one. Braden's been my little dark horse candidate to get rolling. I think if he goes on a roll, I'm playing him this week. With my injuries and bye weeks, I don't think I win. So I think he's gonna win again. He had a great week. He's got guys that are loaded. He can rotate players in and out. And they all showed up this week. Derrick Henry is bad. I don't really understand that one, but I think it's okay though with the Derrick Henry thing, because I do think when Lamar Jackson comes back, it might be like, hey, let's like take a reset and a restart, and then I think we'll be good again. The Ravens will win a bunch of games in a row. The Darren Waller was a great pickup. Connor, bad team. He knows it. It's a mess for him this year. He doesn't have management skills to make it get any better. It's just going to go downhill. 1-4, season's over, buddy. That's all I really have to say about that. Connor, you're fat, you're bad. And let's just take note that Connor, who didn't have a girlfriend for a long time, literally never got laid, finally got a girlfriend. And this might be the difference here. That's why you might be bad. So, yeah. Sorry, Connor. Congrats on the sex, though. All right, Alexi versus Paul. Braden.
Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is a good one. I actually want to give a lot of props to Alexi. I think his team's actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Thanks to Anthony.
I think thanks to Anthony. Yeah, that
The
trade.
farm system, baby. The farm system works.
Yeah, I mean the farm system, if he's AAA, you should be better than him, right?
I'm 2-0 since the trade. He's 1-1. So I've also scored more points than him since the trade. That's
All
what
right, all right, all right. Well, anyway,
that out there as well.
I like Alexi's team. I think it'll be interesting for Debo when Terry McLaurin comes back, because Debo's been on a tear. But that'll be a little bit interesting. And then Devonta Smith, I don't know if that can hold up, but if you got Christian McCaffrey and you got Lamar Jackson, you can win any week. And
And
then
Brandon Aubrey.
and Brandon Aubrey, yeah, he only got 5 this week. Um, Paul's team, if I was doing a team panic button, I don't even know if that's a panic because it's like if you're panicking, that means you kind of had hope at one point. But this team just never had a shot. Um, I mean, there's nobody real good on Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry's great. That's it.
Oh, this team, if you just go down the roster, they just score less and less points, like as you get closer to the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. Ashton Genty is a bust. I mean, he
He's
started.
been getting better.
He's yeah, but you picked him in the first round. Like he's not good. He's fine.
Could have picked Malik Neighbors.
It's, I mean, at least you don't have to start Malik Neighbors.
Okay.
I don't know. You need to find
I
somebody
gave
else.
Hey,
I
Dad, you know you're allowed to talk on this podcast, right? Right.
Oh yeah, just don't want there to be too many chefs in the kitchen there, So I'm just waiting.
I
We
can't.
only
I
have
will-
11 minutes left on the podcast, so just
I will say that 2 of my wins are against Connor and Paul. If that explains my record, I don't know what that does. So.
that's good self-awareness.
I'll say this for Paul. The names on his team look really fun. But that's about it. And then for those of you keeping track at home, but of the Alexi Anthony trade, the players Alexi traded for scored 51.5, and DK was on bye. Well, the 3 players Anthony got only scored 32.7.
2-0.
That's 2 weeks in a row that the
I
players
won't
Anthony
apologize.
traded Alexi.
2-0. I went with depth. Ryan Hampton went out. If I didn't do that trade, I would have been fucking cooked because I would have had no one to start. I have depth. I have options now. I have receivers I can plug in. We're good.
The other thing I wanted to say is that it's okay, Paul. At least you have your other league that you say you're good in that nobody knows if that's even real or not.
Probably Roby's league, right?
But
Okay. And then Paul, hang in there, buddy. Paul texted me today and asked if I could be nice to him on the podcast. So you're doing great, bud. Keep texting me every time someone sends you a trade. That's good. That's good. I'll make sure it's okay. Anthony versus William. Nick, you're gonna do this one. William, if you're watching the visual on this,
You got bitch slapped, William. It was freaking.
felt the ass, white boy. Yeah.
yeah, Anthony, you mentioned a podcast curse. We'll see how Dad does this week, but this might be it because William, this was abysmal. You got absolutely destroyed. I think I said at the beginning of the show, the only thing you got right this week was Willie Whippersnapper's pick of the week. But other than that, your team's ass. AJ, you had a solid week. You overcame some big buys of Josh Jacobs, DJ Moore, Kyle Pitts. But, verbal meme here, Thanos after he gets the Soul Stone. AJ, what did it cost?
Yeah, I want to take a minute about the Hampton thing. First of all, how I know I live rent-free in everyone's head is the minute any of my players get hurt or anything happens, it's like 15 seconds after there's 3 different people that were like, uh-oh, Hampton, Thanos. Here's why I'm not concerned. I should be concerned, but I got lucky. the Bucky Irving thing happened. I think Rashad White is just as good as Hampton, maybe even better, while Bucky's out. And Bucky's out for I think it's maybe probably 2 more weeks. So really, I just have to manage Hampton being out. It's like I'm losing him for 2 weeks, which does help, and then he'll be back.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice that you got Rashad White.
And I do think Henderson's going to get a lot better with Gibson now. And if he does, I don't think he'll be as good as Hampton, but if he can give me 12, 13 points, then I think I'm going to be okay. But yeah, William has
fantasy. William had some fantasy malpractice, in my opinion, starting the Ravens defense. Buddy, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed retired a long time ago. This is not the same Ravens defense. Also, I heard a crazy stat that the salary cap is like $280 million. And the Ravens have so many hurt people. It was 160 million of their salary cap was hurt. So they were playing with like the other 120, which is a pretty wild stat. But hey, Ladd McConkey scored. So congrats, William.
All right.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. We're going to break it up because someone just came into my room and it's, hey, yo, what's up, Poppy? What's up, David Jones? Bing bong. It's Pepperoni's, Tony Pepperoni's player, penis player, pick of the week, baby. Last week, we hit another one. Garrett Wilson found the box. He had a bunch of yards, Mr. Cowboys, and that makes me 3 for 3, just like Alexi and how many donuts he eats. All right. Alexi's fat. His fantasy team's hanging on by a thread. And I heard he got kicked out of Costco for sample abuse, whatever that means, a couple of days ago, you fat fuck. All right, so I took a vacation this weekend, and I went to the lovely land of Idaho, and I said, I'm going to come back with some potatoes. But instead, I found a gold mine. I found the blue field runner, Mr. Ashton Jeanty. Oh, we got a big week. Those big old legs are churning. He's got a great matchup versus a bad Tennessee Titans defense. Those tree trunks are going to be running. He's going for, let me think, 19 carries, 185 yards. Not one, not two, but 3 trips to the box. One of the best performances by a fantasy player this year is Ashton Jeanty. Back to you fellas in the studio.
I love that pick, and for that reason, I'm picking Paul to win this week.
I love it. I'm taking Paul as well.
I'm taking Mike. I'm feeling a big week from Gibbs.
Dave?
Yeah, I got to go with Paul this week as well. I like his matchups.
All right. Next matchup is Alexi versus Dave. Nick?
I will take Alexi. Dave, your reign comes to an end. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go with Alexi on this one by a landslide. Dave, you're bad. Well, actually.
Not a kicker in yet.
I don't know, actually. This might be closer. McMillan's going to put up a number on the Dallas Cowboys. So give me Dave. He's going to somehow be 5-1. Yeah.
Freaking go.
I'm taking Alexi. Sorry, Dave. Maybe
Hey, every time you pick against me, I win. Keep picking.
Really?
Alexi has really tough matchups. Like Gainwell versus Cleveland, McCaffrey at Tampa Bay. He's still gonna do fine. Obviously, it's McCaffrey, but like Tampa Bay is a good defense. DK Metcalf versus Cleveland. Like he's got some tough matchups. All right. The next one would be Justin versus William.
I've never seen this before, but if you click into the matchup, they got like the check marks on each player on who's better. Justin has a check mark on every single one of his players, except for his kicker, who's currently on IR. So after he picks one up tonight, I think he'll have a check mark on every single one. So, Justin's a wagon.
Yeah, Justin going to 6-0, belt the ass versus William Sherry. Sherry's season's over.
Agreed, Justin.
It's
So might go for 40 this week against Baltimore.
The self-acclaimed matchup of the week, the Georgia-Bama, the Red Sox-Yankees. Nick, I don't know what you wrote down. The biggest robbery in fantasy football, Anthony versus Braden. Who we got?
I think I got Braden this week. Anthony, it's time for your stupid team to lose. I hate your players.
And I'll go last. Braden or Dad?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with Braden this week as well. I'm concerned about Brian Thomas. Would love your opinion because I got him in the other league and he's fucking killing.
It's not that bad. He's scored over 12 fantasy points every week. It's fine. It's a wide receiver too.
20.
Well, get someone else.
6.
He's wide receiver 40.
Yeah, bad. He started bad. It's fine.
Did you say over 12? Yeah, he's only gotten exactly 12 one time. Every other week he's been below that.
Didn't he get more than 12 last week?
No, he got
No.
12.
That's fine. That's all I need.
I got me. I think your team's not that good, especially without Hampton, and I think you have somebody else on bye.
Nico Collins. My best
Nico
one.
Collins, yeah. So I got me for that.
Yeah,
I do think
I said it
Mahomes-
earlier. What that?
I do think Mahomes and Jacobs are going to have big weeks. I just think
Uh-huh.
the rest of your team is going to be able to cover it, like Trevion and Thomas.
Yeah, I'm switching up. I'm going myself this week. Mahomes, prime time, gonna light it up in a shootout. 40-point week. Josh Jacobs versus the Bengals, 40-point week. Rashad White, gonna have a good week. DJ Moore, prime time, Monday night, 40-point week. We're gonna have some big players fucking step up because that's what I do. Give me Jones. Yeah, Killer's Revenge, and then Nick versus Carter.
And whoa, you forgot the shit bowl of the week.
Oh, shit bowl of the week, Ben versus Connor. Give me Ben.
Dude, Ben seems good. I'm looking at it. Ben's gonna kick the crap out of Connor this week.
Yep. How much
Yeah,
time do we have?
Ben,
2 minutes.
Agreed.
Ben across the board.
Yep.
Okay. Nick versus Carter. Braden.
I got Carter. I just hate Nick's team.
I hate you.
I've got Carter. I can't wait to see who Nick plays at running back. I haven't even looked at his lineup, but they're not going to be good. So
Xavier Scott's on bye this week. That's tough.
damn it. Oh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be the reason Nick loses. It's going to be Carter. Dave.
It's definitely Carter. I mean, Nick's bench is atrocious. It's like a farm system.
All right. And then
I'm winning this week. You guys
Nick's
don't
going to
know.
lose. I'm going to go on a 12-second rant. I want an apology from everyone. I didn't realize it till today. I drafted Patrick Mahomes, and the entire fucking draft room made fun of me. QB2, I told you he was going to be back, and he has 40-point weeks now, so everyone sucked my balls. All right,
We
Thursday
apologize.
night football over under.
Thursday night football. Last week we had San Francisco versus the Rams, and it freaking hit. So I hope you
Yeah,
guys
it did.
bet. Everybody hit it. This week we got Eagles at Giants. Give me Jackson Dart over 37.5 rushing yards. He's hit it his first 2 starts at like over 50, I think. So
All right, Braden.
I got Saquon Barkley rushing yards under 82.5. He's just not that good. And he's on Williams' team, and Williams' team sucks.
Wow. Okay, that is a bold move. Revenge game versus the Giants.
I like it.
I got the cranky bastard that reads books. I think AJ Brown finds the box this week. Deep ball, left side of the field. If you can bet that, the specific spot, bet it.
Which direction? Which end zone? East or west?
West.
I don't even know if that stadium goes that way.
I don't know if it does either. How much time do we have?
Under a minute. So you can talk
Dave,
about
you got anything fun? Dave, just
Yes,
talk.
I got my 3 college picks for the week. I'm going to give them to you
Go,
real
go,
quick.
go, go, go.
Kansas State plus 14 versus Texas Tech. UCLA plus 8.5 versus Michigan State, and Texas is going to win. Take them on the money line.
Yes,
Let them
yes. I
play.
love the Longhorns this weekend, Dave.